Hey, what's up everybody? Prime22 here, bringing you, Let's Play Katawa Shoujo. Why did I blank out on that? But you might have noticed that there's a little intro thingy here. That's because we've entered the next act last time. So I'm trying to mix things up, change the thumbnail, change the intro. The whole animated clip won't be playing each episode. That's just this episode. Then every part from there on will have the screen that says like Act 2. What is it, hide and seek? But anyway, yeah, let's get straight into this. I've talked enough. My alarm blares into my ears, only to be swiftly silenced by my fist. Wonderful. Also, I have a little bit of allergies right now, so I'm sorry if I sound bad. I don't really think I do that much, but I haven't heard myself talk in a while, so yeah. Oh, little eye effect. My body switches into auto mode, carrying my subconscious self out of bed and into my uniform. As always, my bottles of pills sit on my desk patiently, waiting for me to take them and pick out my daily dosage of medicine. 17 pills daily. 17 pills a day? Wow. That's quite a lot. Before I know it, I might cough a lot, so I'm going to cut out my coughs. Before I know it, but I can't cut out my errors. Before I know it, I'm opening the door to Class 3-3, glad to see that I'm not the only one who seems a little hungover from festival week. Everyone's doing the alcohols, is that what we're saying, huh? Well, every face in the classroom looks gaunt. With the festival now over, it's as if everyone's life's dreams have been achieved. Okay. With nothing left to live for, the students have relied on instincts alone to guide them to class. I see. Okay. Or maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Yeah, probably. I slowly make my way to my seat, and it's only then that I realize why the room is so peaceful. Oh? The seats beside mine are blissfully empty. The world's loudest interpreter for the deaf has yet to arrive. Thank the Lord. I do not want to do that Bale Batman voice with my allergy. Why? Why? God. Okay. Just as I'm about to sit down, the door flies open, revealing the resplendent Misha, drills bobbing from the dramatic entrance and arms stretched towards the sky. Oh. I'm gonna hate myself for this in the morning. Yahoo! It's all over. It would appear that not everyone is affected by the post-festival depression. Ah, yep. The rest of the class glare at her, obviously thinking the same thing I am. Wonderful. Misha, still frozen in the doorway with her arms still in the air, nervously looks around. It's obvious that she senses the foul move, but can't work out exactly what to do. Suddenly, she jerks forward. Oh. Hey. As she stumbles into the classroom, she reveals Shizune, arms still extended from where she shoved Misha. Oh, wow, Shizune, really? ... Thanks for the entertainment, but shouldn't you two take your seats? ... Still slightly embarrassed, Misha takes a few seconds to realize she has to translate. Oh, yeah, Shi-chan says that she's not happy with you ditching us last week. What? How did we do it? How did we ditch you? How did we ditch you? We were really busy. Is that so? What about the stuff I already did for you two? Oh god, that's the face of anger. ... She says that only counts for council members. Since you declined, she doesn't owe you anything. Oh, okay. Misha leans closer and whispers conspiratorially into my ear. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Actually, I think she's just a little sore that you didn't spend the day with her. She's really thankful for your work last week, though. Yep, that's the face of thankfulness. Or gratitude. Thankfulness isn't a word, is it? Sensing that she's being talked about, Shizune lightly wraps her fingers on her desk until Misha turns around to face her. Okay, then they do a dance. I can't understand any of the fast-paced signing that's going on, but from Shizune's slightly embarrassed expression and Misha's poorly contained laughter, I can guess. While this exchange is happening, the door opens once again, but this time at a much more reasonable pace. Hey! It's Hanako! What's up? Hanako quietly enters the room and pulls the door closed behind her. Oh, peering out from under her hair, she quickly scans the classroom. Whoops, don't know what happened there. Quickly scanned the classroom. Our eyes meet, and she suddenly stiffens. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and then walks over to my desk. Oh? Good morning, Isao. Morning, Hanako. You're a little late, aren't you? We got the good morning. We got the Ohio. Oh, wow. I was talking to Lily. I'm just going to transition back to the game without any marks on that Ohio thing. About today. Oh yeah, I've got to go shopping. Ah, so you've got her list then. We can leave straight after class in that case. Sure. Oh, look at Hanako. I'm looking forward to it. Hanako briefly flashes her embarrassed smile at me, then hurries off to her seat. Through a blinds transition. During classes, it becomes apparent that it's not only the students that are a little despondent after the festival. Oh, Muto, are you alright, bro? Muto simply gives us a list of exercises from the textbook and then sits behind his desk. You know, I really can't relate with these exhausted people. I had a busy week. Like, it was freaking exhausting. But, my spring break has just begun and I can't be happier. And here I am wasting it making videos for yous, folks. I'm kidding. I do this because I like it. I totally forget about the brief lunch period for a moment, such as the banality of the day. Those bells always scare me. It's mind-numbing, and everyone seems surprised when the bells signal the end of the lessons. As I am packing up my bag, Shizune and Misha flank and interrupt me. No, I gotta go shopping. Say, Hichan, it's still not too late to join up. There's a lot of post-festival paperwork for us to complete. Sorry, Misha, I've got plans. As if sensing the cue, Hanako appears behind me, holding a small bag and trying to avoid eye contact with the outside world. Yeah, that's right, Misha, waifu candidate needs time. Ugh. That was instant regret right there. Waifu candidate. Misha's eyes open wide. Really? Are they? Is that what you guys call open wide? Huh. Then she burst into laughter. You move fast, don't you, Hichan? We won't disturb your date any further. Oh, Misha. Behind the roaring Misha, I see Shizune taking far too little interest in the scene. I might be taking this the wrong way, but I think she's deliberately ignoring me. Oh. Hello, Hanako. I feel a gentle tug on my shirt, and turn to see Hanako's eyes fixed firmly on the floor. Let's... Gotcha. Shizune, Misha, I'll see you later. And I'm still not interested in the council. Spoil sport. Oh? A little close here, aren't you, Hanako? Misha and Shizune retreat into the hallway, happily singing to each other. Oh, signing to... Okay, that was a mistake. Happily signing to each other. Got all your stuff? Let's head off. Floods of students pour out of the Floods of students pour out of the school gates and onto the road in town. It's a little weird. It's almost a scene from any other high school, but the illusion fades because of the occasional wheelchair or missing limb. Ah. One thing I do notice is that nobody is alone. Unlike me. And as Hanako and I pass through the gates, I notice that she closes the distance between us. Not enough to be considered close, but she certainly isn't her usual just a little far position. Wouldn't that just be normal? Like, apart? I guess we're not familiar enough for her to get as close as she does with Lily. However, even though she has moved a little closer to me physically, mentally she seems to have traveled a mile. Her hands clutched around the leather straps of her bag to the point of whitening her knuckles, her head down and her mouth pursed closed. She almost looks like she's being walked to the principal's office for the first time. I tried to stifle a giggle at the thought, but it's futile.
Oh, what's the matter?
I guess there's no point in hiding it. Sorry, for a second there it looked like you were getting in trouble. That face! That face, though.
What do you mean?
I think you need to relax a little. We're not going too far, and it's only students around, right?
Right.
It bothers me a little to see Hanako so worked up. Aw. And you do this every week, don't you?
Yes, with Lily.
Of course, with Lily. I wonder, has she ever left the school without her? Huh. How did she fare like before Lily? It doesn't seem like much at first glance, but Hanako's dependence on Lily is absurdly heavy. If she can't even handle leaving the school without her, how would she have managed to survive if the two had never met? Hey, Lily isn't here now, is she? Would she have found someone else to latch on to? And what drew her to Lily? Was it her lack of eyesight, or was Lily just kind enough to lend a hand? I guess you could say Lily could just be looking out for her. I wonder if anyone would have fit the bill. Well, I'm here. Besides, we're not going far. It'll be over before you know it. Hanako's knuckles slowly regain their color as she tries to hide a small smile, but the effort of that seems to prevent further conversation. We travel side by side down the winding road towards the town. The crowd of students thins as we continue along the sidewalk. Faster students rush ahead, and the less mobile ones far... I couldn't stop turning that L into an R for some reason. Fall behind, rarefying... Rarefying? Is that how you say rarefying? Huh, interesting. Rarefying the crowd into nothingness. By the time we reach the 7-Eleven, we are practically alone. Using me as a shield between herself and the attendant, Hanako moves through the narrow aisles, adding an assortment of items into her basket. What are these things? Sake corner. Okay, this is the sake corner. This is where we get the alcohol. Nice. Bread, milk, tea, thyme. What kind of convenience store sells herbs or herbs? I kind of prefer herbs over herbs because there's a freaking H in it. But that's just me. Oh, we have the dramatic black screen. Then again, nothing about this town seems normal, which may not be such a bad thing in retrospect. Everything is so different and uncomfortable. Dwelling on such matters isn't really an option. When I think about that, it reminds me of Hanako. Oh? No matter how much you try, you can't seem to escape her scars. They still interrupt my train of thought when I see them. Oh, wow. As much as I don't want to admit it to myself, I think I'm forcing myself to try to ignore them. Not that I am scar-free myself. The jagged line down my sternum will never completely fade away.
The jagged line around my sternum will never completely fade away.
I'm sorry. I just felt the sternum is such a weird word that isn't really used that much. I just have the luxury of being able to hide it easily. Yeah, you do. But in a way, both of our scars remind me that we're all in this place for a reason. ... Oh, she's... Hanako throws one last item into her basket, then sheepishly, there we go. Gotta sound it out. Holds it out to me, along with a few banknotes.
Could you, please?
Oh, you want me to pay for you? Real talk, when I'm with someone, they have to talk to the, waiter or person around the counter, because I am freaking shy as heck. I can hardly talk in public. Bishops go inside the knights, Yeah, I hope you guys have a nice... It takes me a second to understand what she's trying to say. Oh, you want me to pay for this? Yeah, he said, you gotta get down with the introverts, man. She nods, but doesn't look up. I guess this task falls to Lily on the usual occasions. Sure, let me just grab a couple of things. Hastily, I grab a few essential items for myself and head for the counter with Hanako in close tow. The attendant gives me an indifferent nod as he scans the items. Don't know what that was. And there's another one. I suppose just ignoring us is one way to deal with the anomalies of Yamaku. They must get a lot of students here, being the closest store to the school. Yeah, there's a Pizza Hut at my university, and everyone's there. Well, there's a Burger King, like, in the actual town and not in the university, and I like to go there because I don't like seeing people that I have classes with. You know? You know? Introverts out there, say yeah. Yeah. The staff must all have their own way of dealing with us. Or maybe they don't. Maybe it's only me who thinks twice about my unique schoolmates. Maybe you're ableist. He said, I ever thought of that? Our transaction complete, Hanako and I head back onto the streets to be homeless once more. The road is pretty much abandoned now. The students that were heading out have already left, and nobody has started returning just yet. And with only the school ahead on the road, there doesn't seem to be anyone else around. Hey, Hanako. The emptiness certainly reflects on Hanako. Her arms by her sides, each carrying a bag. Her head no longer bowed, or bowed. I think that's bowed in that context. Bowed. And back to the upright position. I feel you, Hanako. That's how I am. It's almost as if she were enjoying this walk. So, why all these weird things? Mixed spice? Why would you need that in school? I sometimes like to make food. Oh, that's cool. I can make some mean tuna helper. Well, yeah, so do I, but spices? That's a little more advanced, don't you think? Well, I'm an advanced cooker, okay? Not really. Well, I think it's cool. You have to teach me one day. Yeah. Sure. She doesn't seem all that sure, but pushing the point doesn't seem all that wise. At the very least, she seems a great deal happier than she did on the walk down here. That alone makes me a little happier. Oh, blind transitions. Outside the girls' dorm, Hanako and I sort out the grocery bags with our respective purchases. In comparison, my things look positively plain. Oh. I tell you, you're putting me to shame here. No, I'm not. I'm only joking. Jeez, that's jumpy. I have a stack of homework that I skipped last week, so I must leave now. That's pretty formal. Will you be alright getting that to your room? Yeah. Sure, okay then. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. We part ways and I return to my room. Okay guys, I'm gonna end it here. Next part we're going to continue our lives at Yamaku Academy and try to continue the Hanako path. Hopefully we don't screw up anywhere. If you like this video, subscribe if you want to. Go subscribe over to Lazy Koalas. Go follow me on social media. And have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. おはようのオーディションして